What is up, everybody? Luke Film Boss here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert movie event. It was so much fun. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, and while this concert wasn't everything I hoped for, it's like this concert is really, it's just so good. Like, there are so many positives, so many of them. There's a few negatives, though, so I want to get the negatives out of the way first. First off, there was not enough songs from the album Speak Now. They played one song in the entire concert, one song from Speak Now. I was kind of disappointed. It was really good. The one song that they chose, the outfit, the dress that Taylor Swift wore, it was all just great. But there was only one song, and that's my favorite Taylor Swift album, so that kind of was disappointing for me. But there was other, really good segments. Um, the segment from the Red album where she sings songs from the album Red. Super good song picks, and it's just such a good section of this amazing concert. But I wish there would have been more Speak Now. The first song choice I think was Cruel Summer. It's like, I don't know why that song just all of a sudden became so popular. It might have been because of the Eras tour, and because that's the first song that's like kind of the go-to song that people remember because that's what she opened with. And so that's why this song, Cruel Summer, has like all of a sudden just blew up. And it's a good song. I love it. It's a great song, and it was a pretty awesome way to start out the concert. And then throughout the concert, it's cool how she set it up. It goes through every single album, or as she calls them in the concert, the eras. Every single era of her music, she sings at least one or a couple songs from those albums. Usually it was about averaging around 3 songs per album. And each set has like this own unique vibe, this own unique style, both in just because of that's how she's been. Like, she's just killed it as an artist, doing unique things. Like, every album I think has distinguishing factors. She was able to do a different outfit, a different whole visual design of the set. Just so many cool different things going on, and then the music is just so different from era to era, and it really showcases that in this concert. So I don't want to give it all away, like which albums were which songs were played. I don't want to go into that, but they were phenomenal. I liked almost every single song choice in this whole tour. Like, I wish there would have been others because, quite frankly, a lot of my personal favorites were not in the concert. But then again, a lot of my personal favorites come from the Speak Now album, and like I said, they only played one song. But a lot of the other albums, they did play some of my favorites from those particular albums, so I was satisfied. I will say when the Reputation isn't my favorite Taylor Swift album, but for a concert showing, it is probably the pinnacle. Like, the Reputation segment, when it starts up and like the words Reputation show up, and like, it's so cool. Like, especially on the big screen. I don't know if it looks better in person at the concert or if it was just cooler on the big screen, but it's just so massive and like cool. It's like got this snake thing going on with the stage and the lights and everything. It's like, how did they even make it look like that? The design of this concert, I know a lot of it has to do with the digital screens, which, like, the entire stage is like one massive bunch of screens, and like they do a lot of cool stuff with that. But I don't know how they made half of this stuff look as just downright sweet and epic as it is. The Reputations segment was just so cool from an aesthetic, like, visual point of view. The music, I just love it. It's like upbeat stuff, so for a concert setting, it's just like, yeah, big Reputation, yeah, kind of stuff. It's fun. Once again, I don't want to spoil what songs were played, but it's just a really good concert. Like, I loved it. Such a fun time. I wish I had somebody to go with, but I was not in short supply of company. The theater was almost packed. It was the biggest line that I've ever had to stand in at the AMC that I go to. I don't know if Avengers Endgame was bigger when it came out. I didn't go to that my particular AMC for that film event. Although I had to wait in line, I still got to the theater like pretty early. Not super, super early, but by the time I got my ticket, it was still about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes till the concert movie was going to be showing. And I got one of my favorite seats in that particular theater. So that was just great. Like, I had a blast. It was so much fun. And quite frankly, I would recommend, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, yeah, you are going to want to watch this. It's not 100% clean. Some of her songs do have some language. Mostly it's all her newer stuff. Her older stuff is still pretty, it's clean, like it was back when she was, a little bit more morally upright, in my opinion. Another thing I didn't really care for too much was, Taylor Swift has been known to support the left a lot, and, with the whole, social justice kind of thing. And I don't mind there being, body positive stars on the show. They did a good job. But the gay stuff kind of just like, I might get like a little bit of flack for this, but I don't like seeing the gay stuff. Luckily, once again, that is not a big issue because it only really shows up in the lover section, which is kind of where she put the song You Need to Calm Down, which is kind of just like a pride march kind of song. It's like, okay, that's not my thing. It's not my jam. It's got a little bit of a catchy bop to it, but overall, that's one of my least favorite Taylor Swift songs. But because all the people when it came out were like, yeah, go Taylor, supporting the cause kind of stuff. It's like, you knew it was going to be in the concert. And luckily, once again, out of the entire 3-hour thing, that was like a little 5-minute at most segment. So I didn't mind it too much. Once again, just a small little thing that I was just kind of disappointed at or just didn't like about the concert. Another thing was like there was this one scene in the Evermore section where the backup dancers are like carrying these crystal ball props, and then they start doing this like circle thing around Taylor Swift, and it's like, okay, that's a little weird. It's kind of witchy kind of vibes, and like visually, like, yeah, it's cool. It's got a cool aesthetic. It's like in the woods, which is kind of the theme somewhat of that album, and then you got the balls and everything, and it's lighting up, and you got the balls moving. I need to stop saying that's weird, but I was kind of mixed on it because like it kind of resembles evil witchcraft cult kind of stuff, but once again, it's like just a small section of the concert. Like, that didn't ruin my whole experience because that was kind of weird. Overall, I did like the song choice. I just didn't like the aesthetic of what was going on. So that was another little thing. Now, I'm not one of those extremists. Like, I saw a video online talking about that one particular, song and dance part from the concert. And he was like kind of saying like, making all these accusations like, oh, Taylor Swift is like part of a cult and she's part of like occultic practices. Like, I don't agree with that. So make of that what you will. I don't really think that Taylor Swift is spending her free time practicing in satanic worship. I'd say there's about a 99% chance that is false. That's just my personal belief. Maybe I'm wrong because, Hollywood, the mainstream, all that fame and all that can really get to your head and make you kind of change your viewpoints, your worldviews. I don't think that's Taylor Swift. She might have chosen that aesthetic for that song and not really thought of anything of it other than, oh, this is going to be a cool vibe, dark, edgy vibes. But no, I don't think she did it as a way to summon evil spirits. But overall, her music is still fantastic, and she gives an incredible performance. Like, the fact that the choreography and everything it just showcases why these people are actually like the elites in the entertainment industry. Like, people be like, oh, they've got talent. Taylor Swift doesn't have that much talent. I haven't really watched a lot of other concerts, but if this concert is anything to go by, these music artists do more than just sing. They do more than just play instruments. They do more than just dance. There is so much timing and choreography and everything that has to correlate with the entire massive stage. It's so impressive, and they deserve every dollar that they're getting. Some of them get it in, ways that I don't think are super upright, but Taylor Swift overall has earned a clean, honest living as a music artist. So I think her, of all people, deserve the success that they're warranting. Like, she is a really good businesswoman. She is very talented. She is a hard worker. So yeah, she might be, super rich and capitalizing and all this stuff. Yeah, that is good. Good for her. That is called, a career. That is called being successful. And she's like, in this whole show, yeah, it can be really, really, overwhelming for the artist to not let it go to their head when they've got sold out thousands and thousands of people coming to their concerts. And she still seems to be pretty humble about it. Like, she accepts it. She's like, yes, wow, this is so good of a feeling. Like, if I had that many people cheering for me and just wanting to give me a hug, I would be like, wow, somehow I was privileged. I was blessed with this opportunity. And she seems to be humble about it. She reflects it back onto her audience, which is what I love about Taylor Swift, is she's for the fans. She gets all this attention, and she even mentions that she's like, it's hard to not let this go to my head. And then she reflects it back to the fans, saying she couldn't do it without the fans, because that's so true. And I like that. She's not like, oh yes, I'm the best, I deserve all of this. She's like, this was my dream. I did my dream, and you guys loved it. And now I'm here thanks to you. I do wish that she gave more credit to God, because that's something she used to do earlier in her career. I'm pretty sure at the I think it was the Grammy Awards, when she won her first Grammy, she gave credit to God. And that's something she doesn't really do anymore, sadly. But I do think part of the reason where she got to where she is now is because when she started this, I genuinely believe that she was a Christian. I'm not sure where she is now standing. She does a lot of questionable things, supports a lot of questionable practices in politics. She still, as far as I believe, claims to be a Christian, but she isn't living it the way she should be. So, quite frankly, I still love Taylor Swift as an artist. I like her as a person for the most part. I don't agree with a lot of what she does or supports, but as an artist, especially in this concert, it is just phenomenal. It is an experience, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So overall, I would say, if you don't like Taylor Swift, or if you do like Taylor Swift like me, pray for Taylor Swift if you are a Christian. And if you're not, wish her well. Don't be hating on her. Don't be trying to criticize her to the point where she's not human, because she is a person. She is a human being with a lot of hard work put into her craft and a lot of talent. And she deserves every ounce of success she is meriting from a business standpoint. So that was my take on the Eras Tour. I would give it an overall score, but overall I don't think that's the point of this concert. Like, I can't rate it like a typical movie, but it would be in the high 90s, mid to high 90s is what I would rank this concert. Just not something I would watch over and over and over again, but it is such an experience. It has to be seen to be believed. It has to be experienced. Go in expecting there is going to be a little bit of language, and there is going to be some morally questionable moments. Like, in my opinion, about 2 really questionable moments. But overall, it's just a solid Taylor Swift fan's dream to go see this concert, and that was how I felt. So I would recommend the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. It's a really fun time, really big eye opener. It's totally worth the $20 that it was to go see it. So Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help you be on the lookout for more videos from Luke Film Boss. Bye.